Alright guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at the Mobility Joint Gundam Volume 5. So I picked 4 of these boxes over at my local Japanese grocery store. They were selling for $16 per box. So I bought 4 of them because they have some weapon set. So I mean, like, why wouldn't I do that? So $16 is actually just quite overpriced. I checked on Hobby Link Japan. I believe the whole set comes in 10. It was roughly about 52, I believe, something like that. I don't know if this account shipping or not, but man, it was a lot cheaper. But I choose the convenient route because I saw them. I was like, why don't I pick them up? So today we are gonna do 2 only. I think they might take a hot minute to actually for me to build them. So I'm gonna do probably Exia today, and then on the separate video we will be going over the double O and then the O riser. Alright, so usually you pick this one up. It comes with just the Exia, right? So you pick this one up. It comes with a whole lot of accessory, pretty much allowing you to build the Avalanche Exia, I believe. So you have like all of these you can kind of get. So that's pretty cool. So that's why I was really tempted to pick up both of them because of that. Besides that, these are the following for the Volume 5. So we have the double O Gundam. We have the Jinx, we have the Exia, the Astrea, and then these are just pretty much the weapon set. So we have the O riser, the 7-star packs with a little bit more extra armament for the Jinx, and then the Avalanche packs is actually for both of them. So that's actually quite cool. So let's actually open both of them up and see what we are able to find. Alright, so just gonna pop them up like this. Pretty easy. Oh, wow, it's okay. It comes with a complimentary gun, obviously. And let's kind of take a look at what we have for the weapon sets. Wow, that's a lot. And we have to go. Alright, take a look at everything. Man, this is a lot to put through. So we have just a bunch. Yeah. So you know what I'm gonna have to do? I will actually just put together what it was supposed to look like, and then we will kind of review from there, because it looks like it's gonna take a hot minute for me to actually just build them. So why not allow me to build all of them first, and then we will just kind of review it. Yeah, look at this. Look at that big old sticker sheet. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I don't know if I want to paint them or do I just want to use a sticker sheet. I'm gonna build them first, and then I'll decide how I want to kind of go from there. Alright guys, so we pretty much put everything together. So we have the Exia right there, and then all of the Avalanche parts layout. So let's kind of take a look at a closer look at the Exia real quick, and then we will do the part swap with the Avalanche set. So overall, there were a lot of stickers that I actually do need to apply for the Exia itself. So there are 2 for the head, 1 up top, 1 in the eyes right there. And then torso wise, to chest wise, we have 6. 2 antennas, 2 of the white stickers for like right underneath the antenna, 2 for the fins, and then there isn't anything on the back. The waist, there's actually 1 right there, nothing else on the back. Legs, we have these 2 green for the condensers, and that's pretty much it. Oh, the arms, I forgot these right there. That's kind of like the, I guess, kind of like the energy pack, not the energy. It's like the energy antennas, not antennas, like a kind of like a connection part that goes from the arms, like a shoulder part all the way to the arms. It's not really well represented in this one, but they just kind of give you a sticker for that. And then a GN sword, we have the white stickers for this section of it, so it doesn't look that good. All right, now let's be honest. If you want this kit to look really good just for these toys, you probably have to put in a little bit of effort. There are a lot of details that you can actually go ahead to kind of make it look better, detail it or whatnot. But I think I want to say the plastic on this one it's just different from like your actual model kit itself. So that's why I didn't take the extra time to do it. Maybe eventually I will. I don't know. Like after this review, I might do it. I might just take all these stickers off because like they aren't really that good. But let's kind of go over the articulation and then see how that goes. So articulation is actually quite decent. So head part you can not really rotate because you are hindered by the antenna obviously, so there really isn't much I could do. So you can obviously go up and down, and that's pretty much it. Arm section wise, you can't rotate. It is actually pretty stiff, but once you kind of get it up and going, like boop it a few more times, it's it's a little bit loose, but not to a degree where you would kind of plug your hairs out and be like it's not manageable. But I think it's actually pretty good. You can kind of move it out just a little bit, just kind of do this kind of swing, so that's actually pretty good articulation for sure. Arm wise, you can kind of raise it. Can you? I don't. Oh yeah, you can actually raise it by that much. It's just a little bit stiff, so it's not bad. Down below, you can actually just rotate a swallow, and then you have it get bent, so that's pretty good. The fist, you can just kind of rotate a swallow, kind of stiff again, but over time it will probably get loose if you play around with it a little bit, but that's not bad actually. Waist, you can actually just move this much. You are kind of hindered. I want to say that part, the backpack kind of hinders it, so you can just kind of go as far as this. You can, however, just kind of pivot. There's actually a great pivot point on that, so that's not bad. Now down to the waist, the front skirt, you can actually move it up. Yep, you can actually do that, so that's pretty nice. Back skirt, it is just kind of fixed. You can't really do much, but the side skirt actually, you can actually just kind of pivot upward, right? So you can get more leg movement. So that's actually pretty good engineering on their part. So it's simple, but it's pretty effective. And then on to the leg section. Let's kind of move these up first and then see what we can do. We can swing all the way up, no problem. Back wise, not bad. It's not bad. You can actually give it a good split. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. You can bend, no problem. You can rotate like this. I mean, I don't know why you would do that, but you can. And then at the feet, you can swivel. It's on the ball joint, so you can move back and front like that as well. So articulation wise on this Exia, or just the mobility joint, is actually quite good. I'm fairly impressed. And then obviously the price point, we won't mention it because I got it at a more convenient price because I didn't want to go through the the waiting, so I pretty much paid the convenient price. But overall, it's not that bad. As far as the Gian sword, you can actually just swing out like this. So yeah, I mean, like, what do you expect anything worse? It's just really good. So I definitely love it. It's not that bad. But now let's actually swap over into the Avalanche Exia. So I'm just gonna take everything apart. It's probably gonna take me a hot minute to kind of put it together. After I swap them out, we will go over how the Avalanche Exia looks like. Alright, so after applying all of the Avalanche stuff on there, this is what it looks like. So I think I actually like this a little bit better, just because it's a little bit bulky, and I don't know, it just overall it looks better. But behind that is many stickers. So I don't know, you guys should definitely let me know how you guys feel about just all these stickers. I mean, like, it's kind of a given that being this small of a figure, there's a lot, so I'm not even trying to name them where the stickers are. You guys can definitely point them out where they are, but overall it's not that bad. These two are the original Exia part, I guess, in a way, so it comes along with the Avalanche sets, so that's kind of how they make you buy both of them. You also do have the long and short Gian blade as well, so we have that. But overall, articulation wise, they are definitely a lot more hindered now. You just can't quite move as well. You're just gonna start banging into a lot of things, right? Likewise, I think it's not really compromised. I feel like it's still roughly about the same. So it's still, I guess it's still pretty good, maintaining that level of articulation. So definitely pretty nice, right? Pretty good. So why not actually try out some different gimmicks? So these, right? These you can actually just kind of bring them, just kind of take them apart. There are actually two picks, and then you can plug it right on the bottom of the feet, so you kind of hovering. So that's actually a nice touch that they were able to reproduce on here, so that's actually quite good. The only thing that we don't get is the action base, which is, it sucks because you can't really pose it at, well, you can still pose it, but having an action base would be more helpful, but it is what it is, I guess, in a way. And then these shoulder pads, they can obviously just kind of move out a little bit, allowing for a teeny tiny bit more articulation. So you can probably just kind of toss these in, right? And then we can toss in the other up top. Let's follow. So you do have some sort of gimmick, right? That's not bad. That's not bad for sure. And then another cool thing that I did not cover when I was talking about the base Exia is these. These can actually plug either on the side, right? How they used to be. You can plug it in right there, or you can actually store them how they are with the actual Avalanche set. Just kind of plug them in right there. So you have two storage option. I think I like the back better because it's less crowded, so you are allowed for more articulation, if you will. So you have that. The shield, there is this kind of connector point. It's obviously not made for this one. It's obviously made for the Exia set. It's just gonna, whoops, it should naturally just plug in like thing right here, and then the shield would just plug in with a ball joint as follows, so you have that as well. And then let's reattach the GN swords real quick. So I just took it out because I want to try out the GN swords, the long and short blade, but we can actually reattach it. I don't think, it is a little bit crowded, I won't even lie. So we can just reattach it as well, and it will allow me to, come on. Alright, there you go. So even when we add back the GN swords, it does not look that bad. Like, look at that, it's quite good. Quite good for sure. So here's going to be my quick conclusion for the Exia and then the Avalanche sets from the Mobility Joint Gundam Volume 5. I think overall I am fairly pleased by how the presentation is for, you know, this specific units and then the weapon set. There isn't a lot of complaining from the unit itself. I think the articulation is definitely well presented. There's definitely a bunch that you can actually do. Even when we put on the Avalanche Exia sets, like, it's not even limited. I think my biggest complaint is definitely the amount of stickers that is required, because there are a lot of great details that they have, you know, kind of slip into the kit. You either have to use the sticker or you have to probably paint up yourself. I just wish that they would have followed how they would for the ensemble one, where they are just kind of like the color are just kind of on there already, or even the Converge kit. All those color are, you know, well represented on those. I don't know why they couldn't do that for these types of kits. Maybe because they are a little bit bigger, so that's probably my explanation for that. But overall, if you do want to make, you know, these kind of kit look really nice, you probably gotta have to spend some time, you know, a little bit of effort to be exact, just to make it look good. But overall, I do think that the positive definitely outweighs the negative. But other than that, definitely do let me know how you guys feel about these types of kits from the Mobility Joint Gundam volumes, and then I'll be catching you guys up on the next one.